Morning from Wilson. Our horses got really spoiled. Last night we're gonna catch a ride to the winds. But anyway, we camped over here. And this is the view from this place. It's so pretty. There's the Wind Rivers. That's where we'll be in a couple days. I got a call for permits this morning and find out where to go. But they say the feed up in the Wind Rivers is belly deep, so we should be good there as long as we camp where the rangers tell us. And anyway, we're gonna get our stuff together, saddle up horses, and trailer them over across town so we don't get in all the bad traffic. It's like bumper to bumper hill here. You'd think it was some big city. But Liz and John have been super generous. We've been, we got showers, we did some laundry, so we're all set to head into the wilderness again, and we'll be in the Wind Rivers for 11 to 12 days. I don't know if we probably won't have any internet service at all. So it'll be a week or two before we post more videos once we get in. Crossing the Snake, we were gonna go on that bridge, but there's a ton of construction going on.
Is there any fish in there?
We're not riding down this highway.
Any fish in the Snake?
Oh yeah.
That's why we're getting a ride today. Alright, these guys are tying a single for us, so tail over the middle, come down to the hook.
So this is my tight, so I just keep hold of this, and when he starts telling me to pull, I pull.
He's holding the tail.
Yeah.
Some guys just take one.
It holds better if you take two. You can pull it tighter anyway.
Okay. Okay, you ready, Brian?
Yep. Pull. Well, you gotta get your tail through here. You gotta get this through here, John. There.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I flipped that to you once and told you it would.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, pull. 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 One
Okay.
more. Pull. There you go.
Good boy, Tubes.
Okay, and then this is the tight. Comes around here. Down here.
I got a ton here. I got a ton of rope. Take it that way.
So he's pulling the slack out?
Whoop, you're pulling the wrong end. You're
No,
your
I'm
tail.
not. No, I'm not.
You got your tail showing up here.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's just, oh, I see.
Just
It
hold
got
on.
twisted.
Okay. Whoop. There we go. Okay.
Just got a lot of rope.
Okay. Pull.
Sorry, did I get your thumb?
Nope.
Yeah, you good?
Yep.
Okay. Get behind these panniers good. Okay, Ryan, you take that last pull. Hang on, I'm gonna get caught up to you.
Pull, bud. Pull. You there? Yep.
I'm filming it because I have to watch this a few times. Good boy, Tube.
See the diamond right there on the top now?
I'll let you tie it off. The feelings are stronger than that.
And then I just tie it off. Pretty tight.
Yeah, that was
Get your head up.
And then I just leave a loop about like that. Go half like that over it.
Yeah, that's nice, Steve.
Then I don't daisy chain. A lot of guys daisy chain. I make my loops like this.
Pack it in the
Put it
Teton.
back over the loop there. Pull it through there like that.
Oh, he ties it like a man, not like the pack queen.
And then like that. I just roll that under there so
he
you
throws like a
can't
girl.
snag on a...
He what?
He throws like
Then
a
I broke a
girl.
fingernail. You can tell packers, they don't have any fingernails.
I'm putting that on YouTube.
Yep.
He might never watch it.
But yeah, see that was a tight diamond. Some of them pulled it bigger, but that's the diamond right there. But and you don't see how he didn't wrap the cinch. He just left the. You don't have to wrap it because it pulls itself tight.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Only sprinkled for a week.
Wow. Oh, really?
Well, 8 days or something. I haven't sprinkled much.
That's actually better than it.
We have a hay crop. I mean, I'm gonna start cutting here Monday. And but yeah, well, I didn't sprinkle much. We run, when we're at peak, we have 135 joints of hand line. And
So,
I'm the pipe changer.
coldest year on record. When did has it affected any of your outfitting? I think things are changing.
The biggest detriment to our outfitting in my lifetime, and maybe ever. They have changed the landscape. The moose have become, they're around, but nothing like there once was.
Okay.
The Teton wilderness, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're just
I think the biggest change we're facing is social change.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I feel like there's a lot more social change than
Absolutely.
anything
and,
going on.
You know, unfortunately, these things that we're taking pictures on and everything, they're the bane of society. I mean, as far as the workforce goes, in I was in construction for 30 years, and God Almighty, the distraction that they've generated is unbelievable.
I'm ready to head out. Well, we're just hanging out in the last place with cell service till we get way up here. We're riding up this road.
Okay.
But we're getting our permits for the Wind Rivers. Shane is. His phone connected, mine wouldn't.
Okay, let's shoot for that.
Well, we're on this old road still, and it's actually lasting for a long time. We're supposed to be on this 10 more miles today. I can actually still see it. We met a biker on our way out this morning, and he told us to turn back because the timber was so bad, but we kind of skirted the creek and the willows and stayed out of the timber, and we made it through just fine. He also said it was like 2 miles of timber, and I think maybe it was half a mile. And then he said, I might have just heard him wrong, but then I think he said there's 20 miles of this horse pasture, which I'll show you in a minute. There's no way, because it's looked like on our map 10 miles to the next road, which maybe it's still in the horse pasture, who knows. But anyway, they shut this road down to motorized vehicles, and it's just biking, hiking, and horseback riding. Saw some wolf tracks yesterday. I almost got killed by Mac. He got the rope under his tail. I had to put a knot in the rope to keep it from breaking because it had a weak spot in it, and that knot got up under his tail yesterday. And he's so good at following pressure. He sat down like a dog like 3 or 4 times, scared the crap out of me. Never had a horse do that. Trying to get that rope out, and I finally just got off him, and he went to bucking and bucked it out. I hope he doesn't have to do that again, especially not with me on him. But I sure wish we'd gotten video of it. Never seen a horse sit down with a rope under its tail. Anyway, I'll show you what we're riding through. So we're up pretty high. I think we're at about 9,000. That could even be, maybe timberline, but oh, there's a road up there. I wonder if we'd followed the ridge yesterday, if that's the road we would have come out on. It's just a big basin. The biker called it horse pasture, which is sagebrush and green grass. There's lots of elk sign, but we haven't seen any elk. They're probably up in the trees. All the trees up here are dead. They're either orange or dead. So I guess the pine beetle got into them. Well, there's our destination, the Wind Rivers. Our goal. Let's get in the gate. I just had a picnic lunch. And Zip, he's the wrangling horses right now by giving them healer dog looks. Place to live. Cabin with a porch, looks at the Wind Rivers, and a pasture for all the horses. We're getting closer to the Wind Rivers. We're getting a lot closer to the Wind Rivers, but that peak on the right, kind of in the middle of my screen, is pretty iconic for the Green River Lakes. And then we're supposed to ride down that whole valley. If I can get closer, I'll show you. It's pretty intimidating looking. Here we are, crossing a scary river. It took forever to get the horses in here because of the bank. You're out over here. We'll see if I had to let go of Sassy to try and get Mac across. Come on, Sass! I have to go back and get her. Well, we had to come to the top of the hill to look for a camp spot. There's just no trees there in a river gorge, and it's really steep. We went down to those aspens, but there's a huge pond and lots of mosquitoes, so we crossed the little creek. That big river is the Green River. And then there's the view. It looks like we found some trees that were on a level area. I think that might be the story of the Wind Rivers. Lots of rocks, no trees. We're gonna have to learn how to hobble and bell. I just set up our tent, Shane and I's tent up here. We're headed up that valley tomorrow. It's gonna be really pretty, I think, but also looks really scary over there. And then there's the Green River, the headwaters of the Green River down here. There's a lot of water down there. I thought we were gonna have to cross this river, but Shane says we don't, and I hope he's right, because the horses would be swimming it. There's a road across there, and there's a dude ranch, or maybe an elk feeding ground. There's a bunch of hay barns and stuff. There's a car going down the road. Way down there. We got the best spot. Haha. And then that's where we were. I think that's some of the Wyoming range, probably. Or it could be the Grays. They're pretty close to each other. Clara's setting off her tent. And then our camp with the food and everything is way back there. You have to be 500 feet away from our food. But I still set up where I could see the horses. The horses are tied to trees over there. Just in case we have something come in tonight. But anyway, I don't even know where the horses that were grazing went. They're probably back in the trees because there's a bunch of mosquitoes out here. That's very pretty. Okay, I'm just walking into camp from the tents. Oh, all the horses are down here. And there's actually another creek down this hill. We just past these trees. Shane went to get water. Oh, he's already back. They're pretty content. We put some salt out on the salt rock for them. And, this is probably the prettiest place I've ever camped. Mac, have you learned how to untie yourself? He was not loose when we got here. Well, when I was done. Yeah, there's our tent way back there. And Clara. Huh? I'm setting up my tent. First thing I do when I set up my tent, just some hygiene stuff. First thing I do is take my socks off and get barefoot because my feet get so sweaty all day. And then I have a pair of flip-flops I brought. A nice pair of flip-flops that I'll wear till dinner, and then at bedtime I put my clean socks on. Yeah, my little house, zip once in. There's so many mosquitoes out here. There he is, the grizzly bear.